Hey everyone, what is up? What is up? Smiley J here, back with another video. And today I'm going to be giving you guys 6 things to know about washing your type 4 hair. Now, like I said in my last video, for the past 2 months I have been working on figuring out what works best for my type 4 hair and what I can do to make wash day easier. Just learning things about how to care for my type 4 hair. These 6 things, especially on wash day, has helped contribute immensely to my hair growth and also my hair just being more moisturized, easier to manage. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Number 1 is shampoo your scalp only. So what I mean by shampooing your scalp is that literally just get the scalp only. It saves so much of your shampoo, and we all know that type 4 naturals have most of the time there are fine hair naturals as well, but most of the time when you have type 4 hair, it's very thick hair and it takes up a lot of product. So if you shampoo only your scalp, which is the thing that you need to get the most because it is the dirtiest, the tips of your hair, I mean, they're not really the dirtiest, it's usually the scalp. Once you get that done and you wash your hair, your strands, it'll go right through the strands and it'll clean out whatever little bits of dirt that you will have in there. Number 2, sectioning works wonders. As your hair gets longer, you're gonna start wanting to section that because it can get very tangled very easily. You just will have to detangle so much more, and that causes so much hair loss, and it's sad because all of that hair that you gain, you're losing because of the fact that you just simply didn't section. I usually section my hair in like 6 Bantu knots, 3 on one side and 3 on the other side, and it usually takes care of that. Rule number 3 is don't detangle so much. Okay, so what I mean by this is, one thing that I found while I was trying to figure out my regimen is that I wound up detangling a lot more than I should have been detangling. Of course, you're gonna have those shed hairs that you need to get out to keep from snagging onto the like permanent hairs that are like still attached to your head, so that you don't get any excess breakage. But what I would suggest is that you at least detangle like once before wash day, once throughout the week, and then when it's time for wash day, detangle then, and that's it. You have to find what works for you, of course. I get rarely any breakage now because of that. Number 4, and this is the one that I have struggled with a lot, I mean a lot, is to be gentle. And I know this has been regurgitated all around, you know, the natural hair community a lot, but it really is very important. And it's easier said than done sometimes, because of course when you're like right at the end sometimes and you really wanna get it over with, you've been sitting there for 3-4 hours or 1 hour, 2 hours, sometimes you might get a little impatient and you might start ripping those ends, and then that's when your hair starts breaking off. So you gotta remember to be patient. Make sure that you have something that can keep you calm while you're doing your hair, and make sure you have time for that as well, because again, length is what we are working on. You cannot get length if you are breaking your hair off. Number 5, the more time that you practice doing your hair, the less time it'll take. So what I've noticed within these past 2 months when I've made my regimen is that once I had a routine down, and I actually got that routine down, it took less time to do wash day. I'm telling you that it's gonna be hard at first. It might take 3 or 4 hours. It took 3 or 4 hours for me with this head of hair at first to start doing this. But as time kept passing by and I got to my 3rd wash day, to my 4th wash day, it started taking almost less than an hour, almost a little over an hour to do. Now, I speak from this 2 months of doing my hair and actually having a regimen that I'm strictly following. I noticed that within the first couple of times I did my hair, of course, it took about 3 to 4 hours to do. It was exhausting, but I kept at it And before I knew it, I started getting into the routine. Lo and behold, it wound up taking just 1 hour to do after like the 4th time I've washed my hair, the 5th time I've washed my hair. So just keep practicing and you will get your routine down, and wash day will be a breeze. But you have to make sure you make that regimen. You have to make sure you stick to that regimen. You have to make sure you find what works for your hair for that regimen, and you gotta stick to it. If I can do it, I know you can definitely do it. And last but not least is number 6, which is keep it simple. I know that we see all of these very fancy, extravagant, beautiful hairstyles out there, and they're beautiful, and there's nothing wrong with trying those types of hairstyles out every once in a while, but make sure it's every once in a while. One thing that I've noticed about my hair is it tends to grow in the simplest hairstyles. If I do, like, you guys know about the milkmaid braids, I've done milkmaid braids, I've done this hairstyle, just tucking in the ends of my hair and just leaving it like this for like a week or 2, like, will help you immensely. Just keep it simple and you will see your hair grow. And also don't touch it. Don't touch it like that. Once you set that style, leave it. Leave it unless you have to re-moisturize it. That's all I'm gonna say. All right, everyone, that is all that I have for today. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. It will really help me a lot. And also, if you like the content that I'm making, make sure you subscribe, be part of my family. I would love to have you as part of my family. And also, I don't know what I'm saying. Let me try that again. I suck ass. Okay, thank you so much for watching my video. I appreciate everything that you guys do, and I will see you in my next video. Smiley J signing off. Bye.